What if the most extraordinary wonders on Earth bloom when almost no one is watching? Hidden in deserts, deep forests, and even in complete darkness, there are flowers so rare, so unusual, they feel almost unreal. Some exist for only a single night, others survive without sunlight, and a few look like they belong on another planet entirely. Today on Top Bananas, we're uncovering 25 of the most beautiful and strangest flowers in the world, each one a masterpiece shaped by science, time, and survival. Stay with us until the end. The final one might completely change how you see nature. And hey, don't forget to subscribe and share Top Bananas to explore more incredible discoveries. Position number 25. Pitahaya, the midnight bloom phenomenon. What if a flower chose the darkness to reveal its most breathtaking form? The pitahaya, or dragon fruit flower, is one of nature's most elusive spectacles. Native to the dry landscapes of Central America, this climbing cactus produces enormous blossoms, some reaching nearly 30 centimeters across, but its true magic begins at dusk. As night falls, luminous white petals unfurl like glowing silk, surrounding a crown of golden stamens that release an intoxicating tropical fragrance. This scent draws in nocturnal pollinators, moths and bats, guided by evolution's precise timing. Yet by sunrise, the entire display vanishes, the flower collapsing as if it never existed. In its place, the vibrant fruit begins to form. This fleeting bloom is more than beauty, it's a biological event measured in hours, reminding us that some of nature's greatest wonders are designed to be seen only by those who are willing to wait for the night. Position number 24. Hoya, the geometry of perfection. At first glance, it feels almost impossible. Flowers so perfect they seem manufactured, not grown. The Hoya plant, native to Southeast Asia's tropical forests, produces clusters of star-shaped blooms that resemble polished porcelain or sculpted wax. Each petal is symmetrical, smooth, and slightly translucent, reflecting light with a soft, almost glass-like sheen. At the center, a deeper star-shaped structure adds contrast, as if designed with mathematical precision. Scientifically, Hoya is an epiphyte, anchoring itself to trees while drawing moisture from humid air, a strategy that allows it to thrive without soil. As evening approaches, its fragrance intensifies, releasing a rich, sweet aroma that fills the surrounding space. Even more remarkable, it can bloom repeatedly from the same stems for decades. Hoya is not just a plant, it is a living expression of symmetry, patience, and quiet, enduring beauty. At position number 23, we find foxglove, the vertical symphony. Some plants don't just grow, they rise with intention. Foxglove, known scientifically as digitalis, creates these towering columns of bell-shaped flowers that, honestly, seem to climb right toward the sky. Each bloom is delicately patterned, with speckled interiors that act as visual guides for pollinators. The colors, soft purples, pinks, and creams, shift subtly under changing light, which adds this beautiful depth and movement to the whole structure. Native to Europe and Western Asia, foxglove thrives in fertile, moist soils, often appearing along woodland edges and in garden borders. While its scent is faint, its visual impact is, well, totally undeniable. Scientifically, it holds powerful compounds used in heart medicine, blending beauty with biochemical significance. Standing before it feels like observing a natural symphony, each flower a note, each stem a rising chord. Foxglove transforms space vertically, turning ordinary gardens into layered landscapes of rhythm, color, and quiet drama. At position number 22, we have Titan arum, the paradox of attraction. Deep in the rainforests of Sumatra, there's a plant that really challenges everything we usually associate with beauty. The Titan arum, often called the corpse flower, produces one of the largest blooms on Earth, rising up to 3 meters tall with a structure over 1 meter wide. But its defining feature isn't visual, it's sensory. When it blooms, it releases a powerful odor that, honestly, smells a lot like decaying flesh. This is no accident. Scientifically, it's a highly evolved strategy to attract carrion insects like flies and beetles, which act as pollinators. The bloom lasts only a few days, sometimes appearing just once every several years, making it an exceptionally rare event. Visually, it's both majestic and, well, a little unsettling, a towering form that just commands attention. The Titan arum is a reminder that in nature, attraction doesn't always mean beauty. It means survival, adaptation, and evolutionary brilliance. Coming in at position number 21, it's delphinium, the architecture of blue. There are really few colors in nature as rare and captivating as true blue, and delphinium captures it in its purest form. Rising on tall, elegant stems, its densely packed flowers create these vertical structures that resemble living spires. Shades of deep blue, violet and azure shift subtly depending on the light, giving the plant a dynamic, almost luminous quality. Each bloom, with its soft, velvety texture, kind of resembles a miniature crown opening toward the sky. Native to cooler regions of Europe and Asia, delphiniums thrive in fresh air and moderate climates, adapting to wind and seasonal variation with remarkable resilience. Their presence transforms gardens into structured compositions of height and color. Scientifically and visually, they represent balance, strength in structure, softness in detail. Delphinium doesn't just decorate a space, it elevates it, turning landscapes into something refined, calm, and quietly extraordinary. At position number 20 we have Campsis, the flame in motion. Some plants don't wait to be noticed, they demand it. Campsis, commonly known as trumpet vine, erupts in vivid shades of orange and red, its flowers opening like flaring instruments of color. Each bloom curves outward, forming a trumpet shape that seems to project energy into the surrounding space. Native to North America, this fast-growing vine uses aerial roots to climb walls, fences, and structures, transforming empty surfaces into cascading displays of motion and intensity. While its fragrance is subtle, its color acts as a powerful signal, attracting hummingbirds and insects drawn to its nectar. Scientifically, its rapid growth and adaptability make it highly efficient in colonizing available space. Visually, it is dynamic, never still, always expanding. Campsis is not gentle beauty, it is movement, heat, and vitality captured in living form. Position number 19. Japanese lily. Elegance sculpted by nature. Some flowers feel less like living organisms and more like carefully crafted works of art, and the Japanese lily is one of them. Known scientifically as Lilium speciosum, it unfolds with a quiet precision that feels almost intentional. Its wide, arching petals curve backward in a graceful motion, revealing a luminous center dusted with golden pollen. Soft gradients of white and blush pink are scattered with deep crimson markings, as if painted by hand. Native to Japan's temperate landscapes, it thrives in rich, well-drained soil, where sunlight and shade exist in delicate balance. As evening settles, its fragrance deepens, warm, sweet, and immersive. Slender leaves spiral along the stem, framing the bloom with understated elegance. Scientifically refined and visually poetic, this lily embodies harmony, where structure, color, and scent converge into something timeless and profoundly serene. Position number 18. Rain lily, the storm-born awakening. For weeks, the ground lies silent, dry, cracked, and seemingly lifeless. Then, without warning, rain arrives, and everything changes. Almost instantly, the rain lily emerges, as if summoned by the storm itself. Known as Zephyranthes, or flower of the west wind, it responds to moisture with astonishing speed, pushing delicate blooms through the soil within hours. Its flowers, small, symmetrical, and luminous, mirror the form of crocuses, appearing in shades of soft white, pale pink, and warm yellow. Native to the wetlands and grasslands of the Americas, it survives by remaining dormant until conditions are perfect. This rapid blooming is not just beauty, it's evolutionary precision. Each flower lasts only a few days, yet when they appear together, they transform entire landscapes into a living tapestry. It is a fleeting miracle, sudden, silent, and unforgettable. Position number 17. Tuberose, the language of night. As daylight fades, a different world begins to awaken, one defined not by sight, but by scent. Tuberose, scientifically known as Polyanthes tuberosa, is the undisputed queen of this nocturnal realm. Its tall, elegant spikes carry clusters of waxy white flowers that open gradually under the cover of darkness. But its true power lies in its fragrance, complex, layered, and almost hypnotic. Notes of sweetness, cream, and exotic spice blend into an aroma so intense it has shaped centuries of cultural fascination. Historically, its scent was considered dangerously seductive, capable of overwhelming the senses. Scientifically, it requires prolonged warmth and precise conditions to bloom, making it both rare and demanding. Its essential oil remains one of the most valuable in perfumery. Tuberose is not just a flower, it is an atmosphere, a presence that transforms night into something deeply sensory and unforgettable. Position number 16. Hydrangea, the science of color in motion. Few plants demonstrate the fusion of science and beauty as vividly as the hydrangea. Its massive cloud-like clusters are composed of hundreds of tiny blossoms, forming spheres that seem almost too perfect to be natural. But what truly sets it apart is its ability to change color. Shades of blue, pink, violet, and white shift depending on the chemistry of the soil, specifically the availability of aluminum ions. Native to Asia and the Americas, hydrangeas thrive in moist, nutrient-rich environments, preferring filtered light over harsh sun. Their blooms can last for months, evolving in tone as they age, creating a dynamic, ever-changing display. Scientifically, it is a living indicator of its environment. Visually, it brings softness, depth, and harmony. Hydrangea is not static beauty, it is transformation made visible, unfolding slowly over time. Position number 15, Flaming Sword, a signal from the jungle. Deep within tropical forests, where competition for light is relentless, some plants evolve not to blend in, but to stand out. The flaming sword, or Vreesia, does exactly that. From a rosette of rigid blade-like leaves rises a striking, flattened spike of intense neon orange. So vivid it appears almost artificial. What seems like a flower is actually a series of brightly colored bracts designed to protect the small, short-lived blooms hidden within. As an epiphyte, it grows on trees rather than in soil, collecting rainwater in its central cup and creating a miniature ecosystem for insects and amphibians. Scientifically, it is a master of adaptation in humid environments. Visually, it is pure impact, a bold graphic form that cuts through the green density of the jungle like a signal flare. It doesn't ask for attention, it commands it. Position number 14, Cardinal Flower, the pulse of red. There are colors in nature that don't just appear, they radiate. The cardinal flower, Lobelia cardinalis, is one of them. Its intense crimson blooms rise in dense vertical spikes, glowing vividly against deep green foliage like embers in motion. Native to North America, it thrives in wetlands, riverbanks, and moist meadows, where its roots remain constantly nourished. Its structure is not random. Each flower is precisely shaped to attract hummingbirds, whose long beaks fit perfectly into its tubular form. This relationship is a striking example of co-evolution, where plant and pollinator evolve together. While its fragrance is subtle, its visual energy is undeniable. It acts as a focal point in any landscape, drawing movement, life, and attention. The cardinal flower is not gentle beauty, it is intensity, rhythm, and the unmistakable pulse of life itself. Position number 13, Desert Rose, a sculpture of survival. In landscapes where heat distorts the horizon and water is a rare luxury, the desert rose emerges as a living paradox. Scientifically known as Adenium obesum, this extraordinary plant stores life within its swollen sculptural trunk. A natural reservoir engineered for survival. From this rugged, almost stone-like base, delicate funnel-shaped flowers unfold in shades of rose, crimson, and pale ivory, their velvety surfaces glowing under relentless sunlight. Native to Africa and the Arabian Peninsula, it is adapted to extreme drought through succulent leaves that conserve every trace of moisture. Yet despite such harsh conditions, it blooms with remarkable elegance. The contrast is striking, strength beneath, fragility above. Visually, it resembles a bonsai shaped by desert winds rather than human hands. The desert rose is a quiet declaration that even in the most unforgiving environments, life can evolve into something unexpectedly refined. Position number 12, Coreopsis, the rhythm of sunlight. There is a kind of energy that only sunlight can create, and Coreopsis seems to capture it perfectly. its radiant daisy-like blooms glow in vivid yellows and warm oranges, each petal arranged around a golden center that feels almost luminous. Native to North and Central America, this resilient plant thrives under intense sun, tolerating drought and heat with remarkable ease. Its long flowering season, often lasting up to 10 weeks, turns landscapes into continuous waves of color. Scientifically, its adaptability makes it a vital contributor to pollinator ecosystems, attracting bees and butterflies in abundance. But beyond its biology, Coreopsis brings movement and vitality. Its blossoms sway gently with the wind, creating a dynamic, ever-changing display. It is not just a flower, it is a visual expression of warmth, endurance, and the simple, powerful beauty of light itself. Position number 11. Sea daffodil, the elegance of the shoreline. Where land meets sea, where salt, wind, and shifting sands challenge survival, the sea daffodil quietly flourishes. Known as Pancratium meridimum, this remarkable flower appears almost ethereal, as if shaped from threads of light. Its long, slender white petals extend outward in delicate symmetry, forming a lace-like structure that seems too fragile for its environment. At its center, a soft cream hue adds subtle warmth to its luminous form. Native to coastal regions, it anchors itself in loose, sandy soil, enduring conditions that would overwhelm most plants. Its fragrance is gentle, fresh, and barely perceptible, like a whisper carried by the ocean breeze. Scientifically, it is a master of adaptation. Visually, it is pure contrast, fragility against resilience. The sea daffodil transforms harsh coastlines into moments of quiet beauty, proving that elegance can exist even at nature's edge. Position number 10. Italian bugloss, Wambox Audiwan Dulce, a fragment of sky on Earth. Imagine capturing the color of a clear summer sky and anchoring it to the earth. That is the essence of Italian bugloss. Scientifically known as Anchusa azurea, this plant produces tall stems adorned with clusters of small, velvety flowers in rich, luminous blue. Each bloom reflects light with a soft sheen, creating an almost weightless appearance, as though the flowers are suspended in air. Native to southern Europe, it thrives in sunlit environments with well-drained soil, its slightly coarse leaves forming a deep green contrast that intensifies the brilliance of its color. While its fragrance is subtle, its ecological role is significant, drawing bees and butterflies into its vibrant field. Visually, it creates calm and openness, like a horizon stretching endlessly. Italian bugloss does not overwhelm, it soothes, offering a quiet, expansive beauty that feels both grounded and infinite. Position number 9. Juliet Rose, the pursuit of perfection. Some creations are born not from nature alone, but from years of vision, patience, and precision. The Juliet Rose is one such masterpiece. Its soft, peach-toned petals unfold in tightly layered spirals, forming a bloom that feels both structured and delicate, like a sculpture crafted from silk. Unlike traditional roses, its form is dense, yet refined, with subtle variations in color that shift gently under changing light. Developed by renowned breeder David Austin, this variety required over 15 years of meticulous cultivation and an investment of nearly $3 million, making it one of the most expensive roses ever created. Its fragrance is understated yet elegant, carrying hints of tea and honey. Scientifically, it represents the height of selective breeding. Visually, it embodies luxury and intention, proof that even within familiar forms, perfection can still be reimagined. Position number 8. Lady's slipper orchid, the precision of evolution. Hidden beneath forest canopies, where light filters softly through layers of green, the lady's slipper orchid reveals one of nature's most intricate designs. Its distinctive bloom resembles a delicate slipper, with a pouch-like structure in luminous yellow, often edged with deep purples or violets. But this shape is far from decorative. It is a precise evolutionary mechanism. The flower guides insects into its structure, ensuring pollination through a carefully controlled path. Found across North America and Europe, it thrives in cool, shaded environments rich in organic matter. Its presence is rare, often appearing only in undisturbed ecosystems. Scientifically, it represents a highly specialized adaptation refined over millennia. Visually, it feels almost intentional, as if crafted rather than grown. The lady's slipper orchid is not just a flower. It is a living demonstration of nature's intelligence, where beauty and function exist in perfect harmony. Position number 7. Blue star. Constellations on Earth. Some flowers don't just grow, they seem to echo the sky itself. Blue star, scientifically known as Amsonia, unfolds in delicate constellations of star-shaped blooms, each petal forming a perfect point in soft, luminous shades of blue. From late spring into early summer, these clusters hover lightly above slender stems, creating the illusion that fragments of the sky have descended to Earth. Native to North America, this perennial thrives across a range of environments, demonstrating remarkable resilience even in less than ideal conditions. Its fine, feathery foliage sways gently with the breeze, adding texture and motion to its quiet presence. Scientifically modest, yet visually profound, Blue Star offers something rare, a sense of calm. It transforms gardens into spaces of stillness and reflection, where color is not overwhelming, but deeply soothing and endlessly expansive. Position number 6. Helenium, the fire that follows summer. As the golden light of summer begins to fade, another force rises to take its place. Helenium, or Helenium autumnale, ignites the landscape with a blaze of color that feels almost elemental. Its bold flowers radiate in shades of amber, crimson, and burnt orange, each one centered by a raised disc that glows like a smoldering ember. The petals extend outward in rhythmic symmetry, resembling flames caught in motion. Native to North America, it thrives in sunlit, moisture-rich environments, continuing to bloom long after other plants retreat. Its sturdy stems resist wind and seasonal change, holding their form with quiet strength. Scientifically, it represents endurance. Visually, it is transformation, proof that beauty does not disappear with summer, but deepens, intensifies, and burns even brighter as the season shifts. Position number 5. Obedient plant, the architecture of motion. At first glance, the obedient plant appears composed, almost architectural in its symmetry. But look closer, and its secret reveals itself. Known as Physostagia virginiana, this plant produces tall, elegant spikes of tubular blossoms in soft tones of pink and lavender. Each flower can be gently repositioned, and remarkably, it stays exactly where it is placed. This unusual responsiveness gives the plant its name, but also transforms it into something interactive, almost collaborative. Native to North America, it thrives in moist, sunlit environments, forming dense, structured clusters that bring order and rhythm to any landscape. Its fragrance is subtle, barely noticeable, yet its visual presence is striking. Scientifically, its flexible structure sets it apart. Visually, it bridges nature and design, where organic growth meets human touch in a quiet, fascinating dialogue. Position number 4. Ghost plant, the absence of green. Deep within shaded forests, where sunlight rarely touches the ground, a plant emerges that challenges everything we understand about life. The ghost plant, or Monotropa uniflora, appears almost unreal, its translucent, wax-like stem glowing pale against the dark forest floor. It contains no chlorophyll, no trace of green, and does not rely on photosynthesis. Instead, it survives through an intricate network of fungi connected to surrounding trees, drawing nutrients in a hidden exchange beneath the soil. Its small, nodding flower enhances its spectral presence, as if it belongs more to shadow than to earth. Found across North America and parts of Asia, it blends silently into its environment. Scientifically, it is a rare evolutionary adaptation. Visually, it feels like a living paradox, a reminder that life does not always follow the rules we expect. Position number 3. Sea holly, geometry of the wild. Not all flowers are soft. Some are defined by structure, precision, and edge. Sea holly, known as Eryngium meridimum, redefines floral beauty with its bold architectural form. Its compact, rounded blooms are surrounded by sharp, star-like bracts, all coated in a striking bluish-gray tone that reflects light with a metallic sheen. The result is a plant that feels almost engineered rather than grown. Native to coastal environments, it thrives in sandy, wind-swept terrain where salt and drought would overwhelm most species. Its rigid structure is not accidental. It is a defense, a survival strategy shaped by harsh conditions. Its scent is subtle, with a faint freshness carrying hints of spice. Visually, it stands apart, sharp, sculptural, and unapologetically unique. Sea holly proves that in nature, beauty can be bold, precise, and powerfully unconventional. As you've just seen, these flowers are far more than simple decorations of nature. They are living expressions of evolution, adaptation, and resilience. Each bloom represents a unique solution to survival, shaped by millions of years of environmental pressure and biological innovation. From flowers that open only at night to those that rely on scent rather than color, every detail serves a purpose beyond beauty. But beyond the science, there is something deeply meaningful in what these plants represent. In a fast-moving world where everything demands instant results, these flowers remind us of patience. Some wait months, or even years, for the perfect moment to bloom. Others thrive quietly in places where conditions seem impossible. They show us that growth does not always happen in visible ways, and that strength can exist even in the most fragile forms. There's also a powerful lesson about connection. Many of these flowers depend on specific pollinators, climates, and ecosystems. Their survival is tied to the balance of the natural world. In the same way, we are all connected. Our actions, our environment, and our future are intertwined. This video is not just about discovering beauty. It's about rediscovering perspective. It invites us to slow down, to observe, and to appreciate the complexity of life that often goes unnoticed. Protecting these natural wonders is not just about conservation. It's about preserving the inspiration, knowledge, and balance they bring to our world. If these incredible flowers inspired you, imagine what else is still waiting to be discovered. The world is full of hidden wonders, and this is just the beginning. Make sure to subscribe to Top Bananas, turn on notifications, and share this video with someone who loves nature and discovery. Your support helps us continue bringing you powerful, fascinating stories from around the planet. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Our next video will take you even deeper into the mysteries of nature. Until then, stay curious, stay inspired, and we'll see you in the next adventure.